So what I've done, I made the company called SuzyCline, and my wife helped me a lot. She is really genius because she started how to send email. Now she is doing export, import, documentation, accounts, vendor development, logistics, everything she is handling.
Wow.
Okay, she is one man show, having couple of people, persons, no doubt. She's managing the. So this is why I'm able to think for the strategically to get new customers, new product development, all the things I'm doing that. Now here, what I've done, here I am free. So I'm trying to understand the mind of a customer, what he need, and either I'm developing that product or I'm sourcing that product and giving the service to the customer. So though our customers range is very small, it is very wide in nature. Big customers, sir. You go to any automobile company, they have our Oberlin system. Go to any chemical company, they have our system. Go to any big or government organization, they are having. Small company, they are also having. So if anyone is asking for a filter paper, filter cloth, filter candle or something like that, we don't say no. We try whether it is 100 rupees or 200 rupees, we give service. Because we know that is our God.
Yeah.
It is the way. So even we feel that our cost of purchase or cost of marketing is more, still give support to the customer. This is why in last 25 years in my career, I'm telling you, no one has turned out just out of me.
So good morning friends, hello and welcome to Atlantis Turning Point, the show that helps you to dream more, learn more, do more and become more. In this show, we peep into the heart and mind of our guest, who is mostly the head honcho of a reputed organization or an entrepreneur, and try to discover not only the successful traits of an organization, but also how did they face failures in their journey. In this episode of Turning Point, we have with us Dr. Kalyan Roy. He is the CTO of the company called SuzyCline. Along with that, he has also worked with various other organizations, like he is currently also the country head for Oberlin Filter. He had worked with Hydromation, worked with Aditya Intertrade, UniExcel, Saroj Electrical, Shriram Tubes, Tube Weld, ISGC, John Thompson, Indian Instruments Manufacturing Company, Continental Gas Appliances, and so on and so forth. Along with this, he is also the member of Global Goodwill Ambassador. He is the president of Balaji Industrial Park Welfare Association, and he is the trustee of Bongio Seva Polistan. He is the member of Bangla Vikas Kendro. He is also the editor of Bhartiyo Bangla Kagoj, and he is also the editor of Newsmax Standard, along with being the editor of Sarakon, and he is the member of the Filtration Society of UK, along with being the member of American Filtration and Separation USA. So Mr. Kalyan, so can I call you Mr. Kalyan or Dr. Kalyan? Tell me.
Anything, it is enough.
Anything. So I will call you Dr. Kalyan. I will call you Dr.
Kalyan is enough.
Okay.
Kalyan is enough.
Okay, great.
Please.
So I was going through your bio, and it is so much. There is so much in that. So you are holding so many different positions. Few may be honorary, few may be financial or commercial positions. But I have seen so many things in this particular journey. Where did it all begin? How did you start your life? I want to understand that. We can start from the genesis of your life. That is very good. That will be a great understanding of you, and that will be great for our listeners and audience also. So where did it all begin?
See, it is like that when you walk along with the road with the fingers of my parents. Every kid started walking on the road. So sometimes we cannot understand when you started. We feel it whenever we face the hiccups on the roads. We get the threshold of the roads. We get the stuck or somewhere. Then we come to know, okay, we are working with the help of parents. Now we are working alone. These are the things. So every person is having different time. We get understand when you started. For example, as you mentioned, the number of companies are there. It is my personal decision when I come to know while working in a company that company needs something and I'm having something. So I have analyzed that, what I know or what I don't know, and what customer wants or what customer don't want. Then I have divided my entity in couple of parts. For example, can I manage the project very nicely? Can I source the material very nicely? Can I manage with the people? What I can do? Can I am a strong person in marketing or not? Gradually, I come to know different company needs different type of activities. So what I've done, I've done the same thing. So if a customer is asking me, can you develop my business? I'm helping them. If someone is telling, can you make a new product for me? I'm helping them. So these are different aspects. For example, why I've started Suzy Climb? The reason is that while working in different company, come to know that what am I having to sell or give service to a customer is not sufficient. Customer is asking something else. So what I've done, I've started traveling. Especially after 2005, I've started traveling in different countries. My excuse was to visit the trade fairs in maybe Germany, USA, Italy, different places. There I met a lot of people, lot of companies, lot of things I've seen, how they work and what is the difference between us and how they're getting success. So I try to learn from them. Then gradually come to know that we are very intelligent, the Indian people, but we are having some shortcomings also. Shortcomings are like that. Sometimes we cannot make the commitment. We don't have the consistency, and sometimes we do not, what I can say, maintain it properly. These things are there. But if you ask about the intelligent level, we are very on the higher side. Because if you tell an Indian guy, he's a mechanical engineer, to do something in electrical or something like that, he will try. But foreign, it is not like that. They will know, it is not my job, I cannot do it. So I feel we are very much, whatever we learn from scratch and learn the thing, we have a good skill we have, that is true. So this way, I have tried to learn from my parents also, because writing and other skill I learned from my mother, and the art and intelligence, I mean engineering and this thing, your crafts, all these things I learned from my father. My father was such a person. He was working with Ichapur Rifle Factory as Ordnance Factory Board organization, and he was so famous over there. Just after listening a sound, he used to understand what is the fault of the machine. And this is why probably he is the only one person who was taken to different sections of the entire plant, which is actually not allowed. So maybe I maybe or may not be 1% of him. I cannot match him, but I'm trying to do still that. So as per the COVID areas are there, I'll discuss in later also how I'm managing during the COVID also, and how I practice myself. I'll do that.
So I feel that a lot of you, whatever you are today, is also because of your parents. So what do you think are the key values or key things which has been imbibed in your personality because of your parents? And I heard somewhere while doing your research, I felt that you had great responsibilities also as a kid also. Since you are the eldest, I believe you are the eldest of all your. Yeah. So what are the values you have imbibed from your parents, and how did you learn to take these responsibilities? Because looking at you, you are taking care of so many facets of life. So what did you get from your parents, and how did you get to understand this accountability and responsibilities?
See, first of all, as being the eldest, I have to see my younger siblings. So it was my duty. So in my family, it is like that. No Hindi Gana. And you have to follow the right path so that all your brothers and sisters should follow the right path. I have tried my level best into that. I learned so many things from my parents. For example, today's market, if someone is going to buy a fruit or something like that, they ask for tasting. Let me see how it is.
Yeah.
My mother used to tell me, no, first buy it, then check it. If it is not good, don't buy it next time. But don't eat it before you buy. This is one thing. Secondly, she used to tell us, if you don't have the green chili while having food, you eat without green chili. Don't lend it from others. Don't ask for others. Do you have? Can I beg it? Can I get it like that? Even it has given me tremendous power that whatever I have, I used to do with their resources. For example, there was a competition in drawing competition. I remember I made a parrot. In the picture, I made a parrot. But frankly, there was no green color. So we all know we can mix yellow and blue. We can make it green. So you have get it done. And I made so many shadows and other things as my green color was not there, and blue and green also, yellow and green, blue also making green color, and that is also not sufficient. So I made the design in such a way people can see, yes, it is green parrot. But I finished my job without the green color itself. So these I learned from my parents. Even whatever their need of the day, I didn't need to follow that also. For example, my father, he is a person, I'm telling you, he was good in crafts in soil, murti, what is a goddess image. He used to work on the wood and metal crafts, a lot of things he used to do. But his habit was just to tell only once. He used to tell me, here, can you do it like this? And never he used to repeat it. I think this has generated confidence in myself. I have to learn in a single shot, otherwise he will not tell me next time. So this I've learned.
Okay, great. So how were you as a student while you were in school or probably junior college? So how were you as a student? Because right now, what I feel is looking at your career, looking at the resourcefulness which you have learned from your parents, and looking at the values of not lending anything from others, and looking at the you can say respect of buying first and then testing. So all these things. So what were you as a student? So we want to learn about something which were there in your school life. Any friends, anything which you remember, anything about your teachers or anything about yourself, you can tell us something about that.
You see, like I tell you, school, I still feel I'm still in the school because education never ends. Okay. Even not only primary school, wherever I worked, I treated as a school, and a lot of people came in front of me. They taught me a lot of things. I'll tell you in short. First of all, my first school was Komalkali Vidya Mandir. There is in Nawabganj, Ichipur, a small school, beautiful school. And I started my schooling career in class second standard only. Because before the Naxalite periods are there, so to go out of the home, it was very tough. So my mother went to the school and asked the teacher, sir, can you take him? He knows something, you can test it. So they tested it and told, okay, for class second standard is okay. So this is where I started. The beauty is that I got very good teachers. Even that time I was a little bit annoyed with my teacher, why he's calling me in the puja days also. He used to tell me, Baba, you do one thing, you learn it today, because in front of you, some scholarship exam is there, and you have to get a good result. And he used to call me. You see, that day it was like that, the teacher, parents and student relationship like that. Parents used to tell the teacher, it is your baby, you do it whatever you like. You beat or cut, I don't mind. Similarly, the teacher used to call us without any paisa or anything else. There's no commercial relationship. And we used to take them just like our God, I'm telling you. So if you come to the next level, I went to different schools. I was very average student, very simple student, as I mentioned. Now, what I'm talking about the school teachers, we got very good teachers. One teacher we got, Kalidas Bhattacharya. He's so nice. Even after getting the class, we needed to read at home. It's so nice, I'm telling you. Even in mission also, we got ARDG, Adupratan Dasgupta. The way he has told us the thermodynamics, till I remember today. We learned a lot. whether they said verbally or not, I'm telling you, if any student is perfect, then teachers' blessings and knowledge are coming spontaneously, I'm telling you. It's bound to come. So this way I'm learned. Even as I mentioned, wherever I worked as a school, the reason is that the persons like Udit Dashgupta, he is one of my senior person, till I am having contact with him. He taught me just like a teacher, you can learn, you have to calculate this way, you have to do this way. Then you can do good justice to a vendor, calculate very nicely, find how much load is on the vendor and how to get ultimate results.
And in terms of your education, what would you call a big break for you? What
The break is a break, I like to tell you, yeah. You see, I was doing BSc in Ramakrishna Mission. BSc I was doing, and my high secondary result was not so good at the moment. So I didn't go for honors. I went for pass course, but Ramakrishna Mission. The reason is, Ramakrishna was a good place to learn. And I learned a lot of things over there. Just at the fag end of the BSc, I got a chance in mechanical engineering through the joint entrance. Immediately I jumped into that. Though it is a junior, I mean, it is a diploma course, but it just changed my life because I got very good result once again. And by virtue of that, till today, I'm eating my bread.
So what I could feel is the mechanical engineering, that was a great break for you. And after
Yeah,
that,
yes.
you started your career, right? So you have worked with various organizations. So
Right.
anything you remember about any particular organization where you have learned, or any bosses who might have supported you? Anything you remember about the working days, the initial first decade of your life and all, and how did you move from your college days to the working profession or a working area? So anything about the working time you remember?
Yeah, right. You see, my big company I got first time, that is Eastjet John Thompson. There's a very big company. They're having a headquarters in Jamunanagar, Delhi, and our office was in Chatterjee International, Calcutta. So the interview was also very beautiful story. This is like that. I was called in the interview. When I entered into the room, I found a lot of senior people are there. I was the youngest, I think. That time the interview was taken by Mr. J.L. Kundu. He was the DGM contract. He was very senior and very heavier person. When he speaks, no, the volume speaks itself. So I was a little trembling, very nervous also. But I had learned on small article that I can control that interviewer also. How? Learn a subject properly and learn it in such a way so if there is any corner, you can catch up that corner and go to your subject directly. So it was like that. He asked me one simple question. You see, you are the youngest over there and you don't have that much of experience also. So do you know what is the main meaning of expediter? Frankly speaking, expediter meaning was not completely known to me. But I told him my own language, very layman's way. He said, okay, but it's not the perfect answer. This was my first reaction. Second, he asked me, suppose, say, the project requires 30 people in 30 days. And after 15 days, you went there and found the half of the job is not yet done. What will you do? Then I've explained in my way. They said, to increase more people, it doesn't mean more work. I need to understand where we are stuck up. I have to put manpower over there, then I'll put at par, then I'll see how to link it and how to get it done in time. He was very happy with it. Then he asked me that how do you feel, what are the activities are there in a project? I used the word welding purposefully because I learned a lot of things in welding before I went to the interview. So I was drawing, marking, cutting, welding, the blah blah, all these things are there. So everywhere there may be delay. So if welding is there, then I have to take time because welding cannot be done continuously by a person. I need to give some more time. So welding, whatever welding you know. Then I started my story. I told everything about welding, even welding below the sea level. That also I told him. He was very happy. So I was taken as an expeditor. Okay. Now there also, I got Mr. Shobuj Kanti Ghosh because I was in planning department. I was taken for planning department. My job was what is the progress going on, how to evaluate the vendors, how to inspire them like that. So Mr. Shobhaj Kante Ghose taught me a lot. And I'm very happy that I've learned planning fast. And planning makes a plan very perfect. I come to know afterwards. Then I was taken in purchase division. Then even I was the youngest engineer, Mr. Udit Dasgupta, the head of the department, he told me, I want to take Kalyan from planning department, and two other gentlemen came to form a purchase department. We got very good, successful purchase department. That time I was handling around 75 to 100 crores, something like that, under the guidance of Mr. Dasgupta. Okay. So my job was to visit different departments, like design departments, accounts departments, project departments, different departments. This way, I came to know how a document flows in different department, what is what, who is the main person, how he is working it, what is called law of contract, what is the rules of purchase. A lot of things I come to know. And by virtue of this, some legal and commercial things also I came to know. And I'm the later stage in EasyJet Johnson Thompson itself. I've shown it, my level of expertise. But that time, my experience was considered as my negative side of it also. That is a big story.
Okay.
So ask me, then I can tell you now, or I can later also. It is like that.
Please go ahead.
When I was transferred in Delhi, when I was transferred in Delhi, that time the Calcutta office was closed. A lot of people, we are around 500 plus people working over there, and the entire company was closed, and only they took some 6 to 10 people to Delhi. So that time my memory was so strong, I used to know which project work is given to which vendor, what is the name, address, phone number, everything is in my memory. And when we left that company, so many documents was packed over there, but that could not be transferred due to some agitation. So what happened, after reaching there, I made the files. I used to call the vendors. I got the document again. So maybe project wise, a lot of, because I was handling maximum project. Earlier people used to tell me, you see, Friday and Saturday and Sunday is a holiday. Why you come on Saturday? Why you are doing this thing, stamchakri sort of thing? I said no. What I do, I finish my job on Saturday so that in Monday I can do something fresh and something like that. So what happened ultimately? I was having a lot of bosses. Planning was my boss, design was my boss, contract was my boss, construction was my boss. So I have to say yes, sir. I'm doing it, sir. I'm doing it, sir. But ultimately, what happened? I learned a lot of things, and this has helped me to transfer the document and files and everything in Delhi. After some time, I found some young boys were taken, and gradually my job description is getting changed. How so-called DGMs are telling me, Roy, can you do it? Can you do it? Only yes, sir, I can do it. So I've done a lot of things like ISO 9000, a lot of things I've done. But I didn't know that this will be a bad example for me one day. How will I to tell you? One day I come to know that in EasyJet Johnson Thompson, there is a problem of bank guarantees. The commercial people cannot finish it. So one my DGM asked me, Kalyan, can you do it? Can you find out a way how to handle so many thousands of bank guarantees? Yes, sir. What I've done, I read all the bank guarantees. A date-wise, I furnished it. Then I made a standard letter and sent to the people called like bank or the vendor. It may be performance guarantee or bank guarantee, advance or whatever may be the thing. According to the norms, I've done it. And within 1 month, it was finished. Okay. Then one gentleman in the EasyJet Johnson told, sir, he is not suitable for purchase. So the GM was asking why? No, sir, he is doing only the commercial job. He's not technical. He's not technical job. So if we want to relieve someone, we can relieve him. You see, this was the politics, right? Then it has happened like this. I learned a lot of things from EasyJet Johnson Thompson. But what is part I want to share with you, because if someone can understand it, he can get the ways also how to get out of this. So whenever there is any internal announcement, some test will be there. You can participate. So whenever I used to participate that, so after the result was coming out, my number was in 1, but they used to tell, no, at the moment, let us hold it. We cannot do it. Then suddenly, it was such a time, I got a good chance. So there was an internal departmental job was there. I mean, one test was there for the purchase assistant to purchase manager sort of thing. That means my salary should have been more than 3 to 4 times because I was in the very lowest scale that time. I never broken into business. I got some time within say I got on article also in Times of India. It says if you don't get promotion for a couple of years, leave that company, change your company. So I joined a Russian-based company, Poltavsky TPS. I joined that. Gradually, I came to Mumbai also in 2000, and it has changed my life. So, if I used to stay in comfort in Isaac John Thompson, maybe my position will be only manager or something like that. I don't know. But when it has happened, it has created new path for me. When I found the boiler divisions, boiler companies are saturated with big and nice people, I don't have the way to grow forward. I got a big call from Belgium, Hydromission. Can you join us? And I joined there. I got very good award for that. Huge money. You can think of that money. So in Ananda Bazar also, they have taken my interview. I said, yes, I've worked hard. I tried the thing. I never bother how much I'm getting salary. I never thought on that.
So that is I think a great message for the young engineers, young students who come to the corporate world. And how do you take care of the politics around you and still grow in life? And the most important thing is you have dabbled into different departments within an organization also. So you have not kept yourself secluded to your current position. So can you tell me what was the turning point which made you to sort of dabble yourself from the corporate world to a field where it is, you can call that field as an entrepreneurship. So what was that turning point? We would like to learn that.
Yes, so you see, it is like that. From my childhood, a small thing I'd like to share with you. I was having a passion of flying kites. Okay. But as in the school, I was standing fast. So one day, one of my teachers caught me, and because I was having the torn pajama and I'm having a long bamboo in my hand and some couple of kites. So he has rebuked me because that time teacher could rebuke us. It was a permission from the family itself, okay, parents itself. So then I felt very ashamed. What I've done, I had purchased a lot of kites, say rupees 20 or something like that. And after using my flying and all these things, some rest of the kites was there. I sold it. So around 12, 15 rupees I got is the profit. So that was my first profit in my life. Okay. And after that, what I've done, I used to engage myself in making stage, making in puja or something like that, making screen or landscape or something like that. I used to make and earn money. I used to make some cards also, like greetings card to sell it. My father used to sell it sometime to his friends or something like that. So though it was not formal, but I had earned money to buy my pencils, my colors, because my passion was to painting and all those things. Okay. So this way I have done that. Then afterwards I found that wherever you work, there may be some politics, there may be so many things. Either you have to fight with that, keep on fight with that, or you have to leave that. But to quit, it is not a good word for me. I never done that. I changed. I never quitted that. I modified myself because I know our energy is having some limit. Neither I can create it too much, nor we can destroy it. We can convert it to one to another. So what I've done, in Isaac John Thompson, I come to know from the different function, how it works, different how it is correlated. Nowadays, I can handle 10, 20 companies at a stretch because it is so what I can say, streamlined today. They're from scratching work. I mean, just to get a customer, they got a customer, make a new product and sell him. Entire cycle I know it by this. This is why I'm helping a lot of companies also. For example, to Oberlin, as you said, I told Oberlin, I can be a consultant. I cannot be under your this thing. They said, okay, I'm giving you open thing. Please do it. for our sake. This is why since 2007, I'm with them, Oberlin. A long time in my life it is there. So they allowed me to run SuzyClient simultaneously. Why? Because the Oberlin company does not have their commercial entity in India. So SuzyClient is a company, we are helping them in all round. I'm taking people, importing materials, doing installation, service, sales, everything we're doing for Oberlin. So they are very happy. So they put only one person, one agent, and running the entire country and nearby countries. So they are also happy. I'm also happy like that. Okay. Now SuzyClient, instead, what I've done, as you mentioned, asked the question, what compelled me to be entrepreneur, something like that.
Yeah.
I found when we are in the market, customer is asking something else, and there is a barrier in the company itself. You cannot go beyond this, not left, not right.
Yeah.
So what I've done, I made the company called SuzyClient, and my wife helped me a lot. She is really genius because she started how to send email. Now she is doing export, import, documentation, accounts, vendor development, logistics, everything she is handling.
Wow.
Okay, she is one-man show, having couple of people, persons, no doubt. She's managing the. So this is why I'm able to think for the strategically to get new customers, new product development, all the things I'm doing that. Now here, what I've done, here I am free. So I'm trying to understand the mind of a customer, what he need, and either I'm developing that product or I'm sourcing that product and giving the service to the customer. So though our customers range is very small, it is very wide in nature. Big customers, sir. You go to any automobile company, they have our Oberlin system. Go to any chemical company, they have our system. Go to any big or government organization, they are having. Small company, they are also having. So if anyone is asking for a filter paper, filter cloth, filter candle or something like that, we don't say no. We try whether it is 100 rupees or 200 rupees, we give service. Because we know that is our God.
Yeah.
It is the way. So even if we feel that our cost of purchase or cost of marketing is more, still give support to the customer. This is why in last 25 years in my career, I'm telling you, no one has turned out just out of me like that.
So now,
Please,
as an engineer, as a technocrat, what I found is you have worked in most of the technological companies, supported them internally, externally. But what made you gather the knowledge of one thing is the IT-enabled services.
Right.
One is that thing, and second thing, I was also amazed that you are also part of lot of media, lot of newsprint and TV. So the two things, one is IT and second is media. How did this come into your life, or how did you make yourself a part of these two things? There is no connection between a mechanical engineer and an IT, or mechanical engineer and media. So how did this happen exactly?
Yeah, like I'll tell you, I learned writing from my mother. And I have a tenacity to tear the page of thunga, we used to get some grocery shops.
Yeah.
So I used to tear that thunga. I will read the paper in between, and I was happy to make the note of it, what I've learned. My mother has given me a job, find out the new words, new article or something. So I used to tell my mom also, can we bring this time the besan or some sugar to from that side? My mother used to ask, why? Because a lot of things are series in coming to me.
True.
So my source of knowledge was different, very unique things. Okay. So even it has happened on the road also. If I get something on the road, I have to pick it up and read it. What is there? Now this has given me writing skill. I started my wall magazine from my childhood itself. In Ichhagur railway station, one wall magazine was there. That is called Udaya. I used to write, paint, and design everything. I have to collect articles from different classmates or some young boys and girls. I used to put over there. Then I made some little magazine also. So it is from my childhood, it is there.
Okay.
And what I used to do, even in the corporate world, my habit was, yes, sir, I can do it like that. So when they used to tell me, Galan, I need to make a catalog. Can you help me? Yes, sir, I can make it. By virtue of this, I used to make my passion live, even in the corporate world. In the year 2012, I thought a lot of people know me, but a lot of people know me only in my circle, but not the people I used to know 20 years back. Then I analyzed, I used to make some magazines and other things, and they are all known to me. Like Mohashada Lebi, Shakti Chattopadhyay, Shishandu Mukhopadhyay. I used to know them personally. Shoumitra Chattopadhyay, I used to know them personally. Okay. So they don't know me now. Only few people know in the airport or station or something like that.
Yeah.
So I feel I'm getting narrowed down.
Yeah.
Then in 2012, we started Bangla Kagoj. The first magazine was Sarakkhon. It is basically a family magazine, and I maintained it in such a way, no bad word or bad visuals are there, so that a person can read it in front of his child or mother itself. So this is my motto. And due to this, I am not getting advertisement also. I know that why I'm not getting, but still I'm managing it. Yes, my family is supporting me. Okay, so I'm not smoking, I'm not taking drinks. So I am thinking that I'm putting that money into that. This way I've started Bangla Kagoj, the Bharatiya Bangla Kagoj, fortnightly, running very well. All over India it is going there. But due to the COVID-19 situation, I'm not able to print it at the moment, but soft copies are everywhere there. Even one thing I've done during the last COVID, this 1 year back, I've started a small YouTube channel called tvbangla.in.
Yeah.
Why I've started it? People are getting very in bad shape. My son was in Italy. My wife was dying in tension, So what I've done, I have started my wife talking on the camera and make a small this thing. Invited so many small girls, boys and other thing. I told them, do perform in your home. Send it by mobile. I'll make it a beautiful show and run it. So they are very happy. They are busy and my wife was busy. And ultimately I saved my wife from very bad situation. So it is a very good thing for in the COVID time. So it is in my blood now because I know my mother is to write, I am writing, and whether it's good or bad, that is different thing. But I am supporting a lot of people. They are writing very good. Okay, even my books, so why business fails or how to select a right filter, these are not yet public. I'm going to publish it very soon.
Wow.
This is one part. Second part, you asked me about the IT. You asked me how I come into this. Sir, my problem was like that. Whenever I'm trying to make a website, the people they used to come to me, they used to think that we are all Buddhas and only he is the even intelligent guy, and they used to snatch money from us in such a way, in a very wrong way they used to do that. So what I've done, I thought, what is called coding? Let me see it. So whatever the available resources in Google and other websites it is available, I have started day by day. I spent so many sleepless nights. I've done that. Then I come to what is domain, what is hosting, what is WHM, what is cPanel, how to make a website, what are the themes are available, how to just do the configure that. By now, I am aware of all these techniques. Even B2B sites or everything I can do of my own. Okay, but due to age, I cannot handle a lot of things together because sometimes I feel short of time or something like that. I do that. But compulsion has made me to learn something. When I was compelled by something, you can do. When I put a challenge to me, I have overcome that. For example, if someone told me you cannot do it, I do it because there is a proverb: if one can do it, you can do it. If one cannot do it, you must do it.
True.
So I follow this.
So now Dr. Kalyan is not only a technocrat, engineer, entrepreneur, an IT person, a media person, and he is also, I think, you are into consulting service and a lot of other things also. The social segment also. So if you can tell me, since last 1 year, what was the impact of the pandemic which has happened across India? How did it impact you and how did you manage this situation? If you can throw some light on that.
First of all, initially people could not understand what is happening. First, people thought it is a picnic. After 15 days, 20 days, it will be over and we will be coming back again. But when it was lingering the months after months, then people had started to lose their resources also. And then they are really in a very dull situation, what to do next. So many companies that shut down because without any income, without anything, and how people can maintain their people on their own people is question of salary, infrastructure cost, a lot of education expenses there. It's very tough because there's no order, nothing else, no movement, no one can talk. He said, just I can, sir, how are you, sir? This much. We can't talk the business like that. It has happened. And people learned very hard way that one can work from home also. Earlier it was like that. When I'm giving you a salary, you come in front of me and sit till in the evening. This generation was completely fractured now. Okay. For me, I didn't have so much impact. The reason is I am working from home since 2005. Because my office is in Oberlin in USA, Mannheim in Germany, Transer in Germany, this thing. So I used to travel then frequently, but maximum my job was sitting at home. So I was habituated in such a way, I enhanced my skill also. Sitting in home, how many multiple job I can do. You see, for example, Oberlin has given me some particular job. If I finish it, then I can do some other job. No one can do anything else. No one can tell me also. And this way, one by one, I have added my this thing, periphery. Okay. Now, in these cases, the COVID, as far COVID is concerned, people learned a lot in the hard way. People are now agreed, okay, without travel or without visiting also, we can finalize the order. We can finalize the inspection also by video. Lot of things are agreed between the two parties. So digitally, we are working very nice way now. But still, some things are there as well. Digital things are there. I want to say, digitally we are not safe. So many in and outs are there. And at the same time, digitally 100% cannot be satisfied. I know so many big company, even the pandemic also, they have recruited high level of people. Why? They can foresee the market. Because when everyone is down, raise your head. This Japanese formula. So when people are really down, this is the time we want to do ourselves the homework. Okay. So what we need to analyze now, what we have done, what we went wrong, how we can come up, how we can come up with bang, what are the resources we need, how to do that, we can do that. And at the same time, I believe we need to train our people and diversity in the product also. For example, we have started our Suzuki line in 2007 and 2008-9 there was some decision was there. We took a decision, we went to service also. So instead of selling the capex, we got very good margin. Same thing in COVID, what we're doing, we are giving service on phone and video also. Sir, you do like this. Whether they're sending money or not, I'm not running after that. They're sending me money. They're giving me business also. But I'm giving them help. Can you please develop this way? Like that. For example, I got a company. I cannot tell the name here. As it is agreed. The company is having around 20 crores turnover. It is a part of my consultancy business. As you asked me how I'm working consultancy company also. So I went there. I have done that. Entered, I collected their data. Then I come to know they are having 6 marketing guys. They're traveling a lot of places whole the year. And after coming that, they're giving one some projection, but it is a meeting at the end of the day. And ultimately, their business is coming maybe 19 crores, 20 crores, something like that. It is very neck to neck. Profit is it is in 50,000 or 1 lakh, 10 lakh, something like that. But profit is very low. After meeting all the cost and everything. So the MD called me inside. He's given me gully first. He abused me. He said, Roy, I invited you to save my company. You were telling me to choose 3 of the people and send them by year. Why are you telling this? Then he told, sir, listen to me. You called me. Sometimes what happens, if I'm having, even I'm a doctor, I'm having fever, I won't do some other doctor. Because I'm biased about myself. So any consultant can tell me what is my problem. And he can find out the ways also. He said, okay, tell me now what is the logic. I said, sir, do me a favor. Give me 15 days time. I'll send them by flight at my own cost. You will give me fees, right? I'll manage my this thing. He said, okay, done. So win-win situation. I sent 3 guys in North, South and East because the company is from Mumbai. What happened? I sent by flight. I given him 7 days time, and they had given me some list of pending issues, like CFOM is not there, or I'm going to get some order, or I want to finalize the inquiry, something like that. So many lists was there. Out of the six person, I never sacked anyone. The balance 3% was a very senior person. I told them two jobs. One, to go through the old records, who your customer were giving orders or were not giving. I given one person responsibility, go through the newspaper, see whose notice are coming into the paper. You try to approach them because you are getting email ID, website, phone number, everything you're giving. You're getting right designation, right person name also. So this way, I engaged three of them, and three of them I put for 7 days on flight. Earlier, this gentleman used to go for 15-20 days to stay in hotel, spend huge of money, and came back. Now they came exactly in 7 days, and we at least 50-60% job. Then the MD was very happy. Today, the company turnover is around 40-45 crores. They're very happy with me. Okay, what I do, I take small courses like this. I need to understand what do you want. He's telling, okay, you see, I want to make a new product or something, or I'm not getting value of my product. So how to add value to their product? So it may be management, it may be industrial, it may be product development, it may be engineering, it may be only communication, whatever may be the thing I do. Even I give guidance to the people from concept consultant that if someone wants to make a company, what should be the name? What should be the punchline? What should be the content? Who should be their target audience? These I discuss with them and give some suggestion also. These here I start. Even if they want the right manpower, when I know someone, I can tell them. Even if they need a third party consultant who can change the entire game, I refer you. The fact. Okay. So like that I'm telling you, because you have done miracle job in the market, I know. So this way I help the people. And as for COVID, I didn't much problem because I was habituated to stay at home and keep on working day and night. This is why I've done. Even my people are not working. I myself, my wife, we are working. Okay, like that. Please, you can ask me any question.
So after doing so many things, so much work, and I see you almost 24/7, you are on work, one work or other. So how do you keep yourself motivated? Because it's not that easy. I have seen a lot of people since last 1 year, since they are more or less working from home, they get dejected, they are demotivated. Different bad thought comes in a lot of entrepreneurs' mind also, because I am helping a lot of small business owners who are less than $1 million in their revenue. So a lot of bad things also come in their mind. But what makes you so motivated, so inspired? What makes you keep going on? So what is that motivation? How do you do that? That is what we want to understand.
You see, first of all, I like to tell you, there should be peace at home. It's a very important part.
Okay.
So I'm very touched. I'm very happy with my family that I'm having one son and my wife is there. Due to peace at home and her support, she's taking care of everything. He left me to do all these things, what I like to do. Even my son also sometimes telling me, Daddy, you, whenever I will be standing, I'll give one big office and couple of people, you can get done whatever you want to do, like that. So what I mean to say, if they're making opposition, no, why you're working like that, why you're doing this, why you're not doing that, then I couldn't do that. I am able to do it because I don't have any passion too much to see the films and other thing. When my son is telling, Daddy, you want to see a film today? And okay, I can enjoy that. Or when he's playing a music or something, I tune to that. Or my wife is doing some recitation, I listen to that. So this way we make a congenial family structure over here. This has helped me in my enormous power. And please, my enormous power has come from my parents. Because as I told you, we are 6 brothers and 2 sisters. Try to understand what my parents has done for us. We are having only one child and we are sometimes frustrated. How they managed it. When I think of that, I get energy.
So now suppose people who are from the professional background or who are from the corporate background, many of them who are listening, And those people who have spent some around a decade in the corporate world, I have seen a lot of them wants to transform themselves into entrepreneurship or self-employment or into consulting.
Right.
So what is your advice to them? What will help them to transform themselves from a manager working in an organization to running their own organization and helping many people like you are doing? So what is
Right.
that? What is that advice you should give to the people who are into the corporate world who wants to
This is
transform
very
themselves into
interesting.
others?
It's a very interesting question. I'm already working on it. You see, as I'm LinkedIn and connected with so many people are sending me that CV and telling them that they're looking for a job.
Yeah.
Frankly speaking, I don't have that much of capacity to find a job for them. When all of them, I cannot do that.
So,
But I tell them one thing, sir, I'm having limitation. I'm having limited resources. Can you do like this? Can you do like this? So what I do, I connect them with some companies or even tell them, can you work with us?
yeah.
You just try 2 to 3 months. If you like it, it will change your life. And some of the people they have to change their life. I know while driving, one gentleman called me. My wife was there in the car.
Hmm.
The gentleman told me, sir, I lost money and everything. I lost my job. I lost everything. I'm going to suicide. I'm going to suicide. Use the word 3 times.
Hmm.
I said, wait, can you give me 2 minutes time?
Hmm.
I stopped the car.
Hmm.
I talked that person very coolly. I told him, I will talk to you after 1 year also, 1 hour also,
Hmm.
and give me time to tell me something. What is the problem?
Hmm.
I told him the people are staying on the road without a shelter or anything. How they are surviving?
So,
How the dog and cat they are surviving? God has given some power. God has given the same power to us also.
yeah.
Don't keep yourself blind. You give me an opportunity, I'll try to do something or the other. Okay?
Hmm.
That man is doing good business today.
Yeah. Yeah.
That man is doing very good business today.
Yeah.
He said, I have recorded, yes, you saved my life.
So,
Like that, I cannot tell the name. So many people called me in distress.
yeah.
They didn't like my suggestion also initially, but they came back to me to understand, sir, can you tell me again what you told that time?
Hmm.
Then I said, there will be no burden of finance,
Hmm.
no burden of anything else.
Hmm.
I'll give you some lead. You need not to send email or talk or something like that. You try to generate business. I will support you and you will be an entrepreneur tomorrow.
Hmm. Hmm.
Everywhere, it is not in India.
Hmm.
In a globe, so many countries, people are working under my advice. I'm very happy that they listen to me. Okay. So, if possible, if anyone can come forward, I can try my level best. There is no commercial implications. Another thing, let people come, they will try their own, and they do it. If there is something commercial is coming, that is different. Okay. But every person should know it is inbuilt in their mind and body.
Yeah.
Like the medicinal property and everything is in our body,
Hmm.
all the solutions also in our mind and body itself.
Yeah.
You have to keep our eyes open and see it like that.
So I think now I have understood that the so many hats which you are wearing, it actually is in your personality, right? From whatever you have got from your parents, then the teachers, then the colleagues, then your bosses, then your vendors, suppliers, customers, and even people who are unrelated to you. And this is primarily because of your personality, because the way you have said that you are still a student. That is very important. You keep on learning and you keep on giving it back to the society. And in these times when it is very difficult for people to live, it is so motivating to listen to. And I hope so many people who are listening to you right now, who are seeing you like right now, they will be motivated. And those people who want to get in touch with you will definitely will give the links and all so that they can get in touch with you. So I think it's absolute an excellent time which you have spent with us. Atlantis Turning Point is a platform where we want people to get inspired by personalities like you, and so that they can motivate themselves and take your help and make something great. Because as I said, you are a leader if you can dream, you can learn, you can do, and you can become. So what this particular thing which was said once said by the US President, I think John Quincy, that as a leader you have to dream, learn, do, and become. This is what you have actually done. So we are actually seeing a live example what a leadership is. And the most important thing is I have seen a humanitarian side of you also. I've seen a side where you also feed the dogs who are stray dogs also. I've seen that myself. And not only you will
Okay.
see the other animals also. And the most important thing is you have made your family members also part of this journey. So most of the time,
Yes.
I hardly see that they keep that families aloof. But you have used the strength of your family also. So I feel those who are listening to you will also become a family, a member of your family, so that they can learn, they can get lot of things from you, and sometimes they also contribute by your blessings. So
Thank you very much for your.
Dr. Kalyan
Thank
Roy,
you.
thank you very much for spending such a great time, that too on a special weekend. Thanks for giving your time. We wish you all the best for your future and for the future of those people who will be getting in touch with you. Thank you very much,
Thank
Dr. Kalyan,
you.
for joining
Thank you.
Atlantis Turning Point. Thank you very much.
Thank you.